Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Oskar Blues. This is 10 Fidy. So excited for this one. It's been quite a while since I've had this beer, and I'm surprised they never actually went with this one. First off, I'm surprised that this is what they went with the color configuration. It used to be just aluminum colored and black, and I think it was a lot more like aluminum color, but this is like beautiful. I love the black and gold. It's like a wonderful color change and design on this one. And I'd be surprised that this is not the barrel aged version. It feels like, you know, they could have continued with the black and aluminum, but man, that is a sexy freaking can. I don't know about you guys, but beautiful. 10.5 Imperial Stout. I don't know about you guys, but easily one of my favorites, and one you can age. And this one's fresh. I mean, this one, surprised actually it took so long for me to pick up a can. This one, actually, hell, this is brewed out of I actually don't know specifically where this one's brewed out of, but most likely the Brevard, North Carolina location versus they have a Longmont, Colorado location. Also the Austin, Texas one. Yeah. But originally Colorado, obviously, but fun stuff. Let's dig into it. Rocky head on that one, right? Pitch black. This beer is one of the darkest beers you'll run into. Actually, this one is actually not that dark. I used to remember it being super, super dark, but wonderful dark head on that. Roast. Some of the hop bitterness. Licorice. Coffee, chocolate. I mean, it's all those like, it's just like a little bit of espresso bitterness in there. There's a lot of like Dutch cocoa powder. A little bit of like almost like a light vanilla note in there as well, just like a dark chocolate vanilla dessert ganache. Smells killer. Cheers. Have this warmed up quite nicely. I haven't had a good one in a while. Haven't had a great Imperial Stout in a while. Wow. So first off, I will say I feel like the beer is maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's fresh and it's hoppy, but I feel the beer is a little less sludgy and like just dense compared to what it used to be. Maybe it's because I just had some aged versions, but I feel like the beer is not as like rich as it used to be, but boy, it's a rich beer. Fantastic example of Imperial Stouts. Nice and hoppy on the back end. It's got that like resiny kind of like bounce bitterness. I mean, this beer I think is a 10.5. It's like, it's changed on me, but I believe at some point it was a 99 IBU beer or something like that, or over 90 IBU beer, and it still might be. And it goes to show, like, you know, IBUs are like questionable because, like, you know, you think like 90 plus or 100 plus IBU beers, you're thinking about double IPAs. Well, this beer's 10.5, and it's rich, sweet, intense, and you need bitterness to back it up. And this beer definitely is not as bitter as in double IPA, but in order to balance out the roast and the or specifically the rich sweetness of this beer, it is heavily hopped. I mean, it's an American version of Imperial Stout, so. Dried prunes, like dehydrated prunes, dehydrated raisins, like really, really dried fruits. Bitterness rides in. It's got a really nice kind of just like chocolate ashiness to it. This is a very deep, dark beer. This is not your pretty, nice kind of sweeter pastry stout. This is intense. But it has a mouthfeel up front, right? It has that kind of like chocolatey, light, you know, kind of like cocoa chocolate cookie kind of thing. But then very quickly after the initial impression and a little bit of chewiness, boom, you're gone from that. A little bit of sweetness rides in the middle. A little bit of almost like a rye cracker or something, like just a little bit of like something like a spicy kind of note comes in. And it's just like rich. It's roast. Bitterness driving on the back end. It's complex. It's lovely. It's got that little bit of the grape drink thing that comes in, which I get from Imperial Stouts. Is very strange. I know it's hops, combination of roast, but it's like chocolatey grape drink. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like purple. There's a little bit of purple flavor in here, which is very interesting. But yeah, great stuff. I would personally age this probably like 6 months to a year. I want that like hops just like meld into the beer a little bit more, but it's not disjointed, but it's just a little bit hoppy. Fantastic stuff. This for me gets a solid 97. 97, that is 1050 from Oskar Blues. World class. One of my favorite styles ever. Well balanced, delicious. Buy yourself a 4-pack, buy yourself a case, age it, enjoy it. Until next time, guys, cheers. Later.